Hi guys and welcome back for another math lesson. So sa video na to, ang pag-aaralan natin ay under ng Mathematics 7 or Grade 7 Math first quarter, which is all about the properties of real numbers. Okay. Ano-ano nga ba ang properties of real numbers? So mga properties of real numbers are first, associative property, commutative properties, inverse properties, identity properties, and distributive properties. Remember na ang properties of real numbers holds true, again, holds true saan? Sa addition and multiplication. Again, the properties of real numbers holds true sa addition and multiplication. So ano-ano nga ba yan? Associative na yan, commutative, etc. Let's talk about them in this video. Una ay si associative properties. Sino nga ba si associative properties? Okay. So from the word itself, kung kukunin natin yung root word ng associative, we are talking about associate. Okay. When we are associating, we are grouping. Remember ha, ang word na equal kay associate, kay associative property, ay group. That means, in associative properties, we are grouping. Again, we are grouping. Yun lang ginagawa natin. So, it doesn't matter how you group or associate addition or multiplication. The answer will be the same. Okay? Yun ang sinasabi sa associative property. So, it doesn't matter daw how we group them. Kahit paano pa natin sila i-group, ang answer natin sa addition at multiplication will be the same. So, ito yung rule niya. Sa associative property of addition, okay, ang rule niya ay A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So, dito kung makikita nyo, unang ginroup niya ay si A plus B. Dito naman, ang ginroup niya ay si B plus C. But, don't get me wrong, ang pinag-a-add pa rin natin ay si A, B, C. Si A, B, C. Ano lang ang pinagkaiba kay associative property daw? It doesn't matter kahit paano natin siya i-group. Kahit i-group pa natin si A, B, tapos si B, C, the answer will be the same. Ang rule naman kay associative property of multiplication, kahit paano daw natin siya i-group as multiplication, the answer will be the same. So kung makikita nyo dito sa una, ang nakagroup ay si A and B. That means A times B times C siya. Dito naman, ang nakagroup ay si B and C. So, A times B times C siya. Okay, so para malaman natin kung totoo yung property or i-prove natin na totoo yung property, let's have an example. Okay, so associative property, una, let A be equal to 1, B equal to 2, and C equal to 3. O, that means dito yung A, dito yung B, ito yung C. Sa unang group sa unang equation natin, ang nakagroup ay si A and B. So, dito nakagroup ay si 1 and 2. Okay? So, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Tama? Plus 3 na naiwan doon is equal to 1 plus, what is 2 plus 3? Is 5. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. And then 1 plus 5 is also equal to 6. That means, nag-exist or totoo or applicable yung associative property kay addition. Kahit paano natin i-group, it will get the same answer. How about this one? Meron tayong 2 times 3 times 4. So, yung A natin ay 2, yung B natin ay 3. Ina-align ko dito. Yung C natin ay 4. So, that means ito yung A, ito yung B, then ito yung C. So, sa una, ang nakagroup ay si 2 times 3. So, basically, siya yung una nating i-multiply. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Ayan. Times 4. Which is equal to 2. Una nating i-multiply ngayon si 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12. What is 6 times 4? 24. What is 2 times 12? 24. So, that is the rule of associative property. Kahit paano natin i-group yung addition or kahit paano pa natin i-group yung multiplication, the answer will be the same. Next property is commutative properties. So, meron ulit tayong dalawang commutative property for addition and commutative property for multiplication. So, yung root word ng commutative ay commute, which means travel or move. Okay, so travel or move, o ibig sabihin ng pinagbali-baligtad, kahit pagbaligtarin. Okay? Ang definition niya, it doesn't matter how you swap, or kahit paanong siya i-move, pagbaligtarin, addition or multiplication around, the answer will be the same. Dito ang tandaan niyo yung word na commute. Di ba when we are commuting, let's say for example, from one place to another place, kahit pabalik ka pa mag-commute, you still traveled the same kilometers or the same distance. Yun lang tandaan nyo kay commute. Kahit pagbaligtarin mo pa yung pagko-commute mo, ganun lang din kalayo yung na-travel mo. It doesn't matter. Okay? Say for example, sa commutative property of addition, A plus B is equal to B plus A. O, kahit pinagbaliktad lang niya si A, dito si B, dito naman si B at si A, pinagbaliktad lang niya, we will still get the same answer. Si multiplication naman, commutative property of multiplication, A times B is the same with B times A. O, let's have an example para ma-visualize ninyo. So, let's say for example, si A natin ay 1, si B natin ay 2. Si A natin ay 1, so 8 to, ito yung B. So, 8 plus B is the same with B plus A. So, 1 plus 2 is 3. And 2 plus 1, yung kabaligtaran niya, is also 3. So, that means, kay commutative property of addition, kahit paano mo pa sila ipwesto, as long as the same yung number na pinag-a-add natin, that means, we will get the same answer. How about kay commutative property of multiplication? Meron tayo ditong 2 times 3. So, let's say, for example, si A natin ay 2, si B natin ay 3. So, ito ay B, ito ay A. Yan. A times B and B times A. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is also 6. That means, in commutative property of multiplication, kahit pagbaligtarin natin yung numbers, as long as sila pa din yung pinagmumultiply natin, we will get the same answer. Next, let's stop and think. Does the associative property hold true for subtraction and division? So sabi natin kanina, ang associative property, it only works on multiplication and addition. But does it holds true then kay subtraction and division? Let's try. So sabi natin kay associative, groupings yan. So is 5 minus 2 minus 3 the same with 5 minus 2 minus 3? Okay, let's try. What is 5 minus 2? That is 3 minus 3. Okay. What is 2 minus 3? Negative 1. What is 3 minus 3? 0. What is 5 minus negative 1? That's 6. So, ibig sabihin, hindi applicable si associative property kay subtraction. How about division? Let us have 6 divided by 3 minus 2. Ayan. 6 divided by 3 is simply 2. Minus 2, is it the same with 6 divided by 3 minus 2? So, 6 divided by, what is 3 minus 2? 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. 6 divided by 1 is 6. So, basically, it does not hold true then kay division. How about si commutative property? Does it hold true kay subtraction and division? Let us try. Is 5 minus 2 the same with 2 minus 5? Is 6 divided by 3 the same with 3 divided by 6? Oh, let's try, ha? 5 minus 2 is 3. Whereas 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So basically, commutative property does not work in subtraction. How about 6 divided by 3? Is it the same with 3 divided by 6? 6 divided by 3 is simply 2. Is it the same with 3 divided by 6? 3 divided by 6 is 1/2 or 0.5. 2 is not equal with 1/2. So basically, it does not hold true kay division. Again, si commutative property at si associative property does not hold true kay subtraction and division. Kay multiplication and addition lang siya. Yan, properties of real numbers are only for addition and multiplication. Tandaan, yung properties of real numbers ay para lang kay addition and multiplication. Hindi kasama si subtraction and division. Next property is what we call inverse properties. Okay. You have to think inversely. When you think inverse, ibig sabihin ng inverse, kabaligtaran or opposite. Yan, kabaligtaran or opposite. Pag sinabing inverse, okay, kabaligtaran. So, what is the opposite or inverse of addition? Ano ba yung opposite or inverse ng addition? Subtraction, di ba? We add the negative. So, para makuha natin yung opposite niya. Ano ang opposite ni addition? Subtraction. So, ina-add natin ang negative doon sa ating number to get its inverse. Ano naman ang opposite ni multiplication? Division. Multiplying it by its reciprocal. We're adding the negative. We're multiplying the reciprocal. Nung sa division, ay sa multiplication, division ang kabaligtaran niya. So, ang ginagawa natin, mag-multiply pa din tayo, pero i-multiply natin sa reciprocal. Subtraction naman, ay si addition naman, ang inverse niya ay subtraction. Ngayon, ang ginagawa natin, ina-add natin yung negative. Let's say, for example, sa inverse property of addition, A, pag in-add natin sa kanya yung negative niya, automatic ang sagot 0. So, A plus negative A is 0. Kay multiplication naman, A, kapag in-add natin yung reciprocal ni A, ibig sabihin, reciprocal, kabaligtaran. Okay, automatic kasi si A is represented as A over 1. So, kapag minultiply natin siya sa kabaligtaran niya, it will become 1 over A. So, ito yung 1 over A. Ang sagot naman niya ay 1. Again, ang inverse property ng addition, kapag kinuha natin, ang sagot ay 0. Dapat laging 0 para makuha natin yung inverse. Si multiplication naman, dapat laging 1 yung sagot kapag inverse. Let's have an example. Sa inverse property of addition, 3, ang inverse ni 3 ay negative 3. When we add 3 and negative 3, the answer is 0. Ayan. Sa inverse property of multiplication naman, we have 2. Gagawin natin 2. Gawin natin siyang fraction. Automatic kasi si 2 meron siyang denominator na 1. I-multiply natin sa reciprocal niya with is 1 half. 1 half. So 1 half. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 over 2 when simplified is equal to 1. So basically, yun yung inverse property of multiplication. Again and again. Kapag inverse property ang pinag-uusapan, si addition, dapat ang sagot niya ay 0. Si multiplication naman, dapat ang sagot niya ay 1. That's what we call inverse. How about identity property? What can you add to a number and get the same number back? Ano daw yung pwede nating i-add sa number na ang sagot yung number pa rin? What is the answer? 0, tama? Let's say for example, 5 plus 0 ang sagot 5. 6 plus 0 ang sagot 6. 8 plus 0 ang sagot 8. Okay. What can you multiply naman to a number by and get the numbers back? Okay, ano naman daw ay multiply natin sa number na ang sagot natin ay yung number pa din? Okay, we have 1 sa multiplication. Let's say, for example, 8 times 1 is 8, 9 times 1 is 9, 20 times 1 is 20. So, ang tatandaan nyo kay identity, kahit i-add nyo pa si 0 or i-multiply nyo pa si 1 sa kanya, it will remain. Kaya nga siya, identity. The identity of the number will stay as it is. Hindi siya mababago. Ganun yung identity properties. So, ang rule natin, sa identity property of addition, A plus 0, kasi sabi natin 0 yung ina-add, ang sagot A pa din. Kay multiplication naman, A times 1. A times 1, ang sagot ay A pa din. So, yung identity ni A hindi na bago. Let's have an example. Let's say, for example, ito yung A natin, si 3. So, pag nag-add tayo ng 0 kay 3, ang sagot ay 3 pa din. Pag si 2, dito naman sa multiplication, let's say, for example, ang A natin ay 2. Pag nag-multiply tayo ng 1 kay 2, ang sagot pa din natin ay 2. So, ang ginagamit natin sa identity property ng addition ay 0, again, addition, add, 0. Kay multiply naman, ang ginagamit natin ay 1. The next is this what we call distributive property. Okay, from the word itself, we are distributing, ikinakalat or ipinamimigay, ganun yung, di ba, when we talk about distributive, we are distributing or distribute. If something is sitting just outside a set of parentheses, you can distribute it through the parentheses with multiplication and remove the parentheses. So, remember na kay distributive property, kailangan makikita nyo yung parentheses, multiplication, and parentheses. Dapat makikita nyo siya. Mag-e-exist sila dapat. So that you can distribute it. Ang rule niya, let's say for example, A times B plus C is equal to, didistribute lang natin by multiplication. So A, distribute mo kay B, i-distribute mo din kay C. So ang magiging sagot niya ay A times B plus, kung ano yung symbol nung nasa parenthesis, A times C. So, mali lang to, no? Karoon lang mali. This is A times C. So, A times B plus A times C. Another example. Example natin sa kanya. Si 4 times 3 plus 2. So, i-distribute natin ngayon si 4 kay 3 and 2. So, 4 times 3, ayan, plus 4 times 2. So, 4 times 3 is 12. And 4 times 2 is 8. Pag in-add natin, ang sagot ay 20. It holds true kasi, tawag dito, it holds true since 4, try natin siyang 4 times, what is 3 plus 2? We have 5. Alam natin na ang 4 times 5 ay 20. So, kahit i-distribute natin siya, ang sagot pa din niya ay 20. They are the same. Another, 2 times x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 6. So, si 2, didistribute mo lang siya kay x at kay 3. So, magiging 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 3 is 6. Next, negative. Yung negative dito, i-multiply natin yung negative dun sa nasa loob. So, i-distribute lang natin siya dito at dito. So, negative times 3 is negative 3, and negative times positive x is negative x. So, ganun yung distributive property. Wait lang. Okay? So, I guess malinaw na sa inyo yung ating properties of real numbers. So, I hope you learned something on our video. Thank you for watching and